Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, now let's see, I got a lot of little things I want to remember to tell you here, so I sort of got stuff laid out where I can to help me remember. First of all, I got to talk to Tom yesterday. Yeah, I was sitting at my computer last night about 9 o'clock, and being as he's in the same time zone I think that we are, I thought, well, it's not too late, I can give him a call. So I called and he answered the phone right away and he says, Ron. Yeah, instead of hello, Ron. Yeah, call display. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Okay, yeah, he wants them. So probably, well, today is pizza day, so the post office is closed. Well, maybe tomorrow, if the weather's nice, I'll get them into the mail. And I'm guessing with the way the Canadian post office is, I don't know if they're completely over their strike that they were in 3 or 4 months ago, but they're not too fast lately, so it might be a little while, Tom, before you get it. On the other hand, yeah, I'll send you the tracking number and you'll be able to keep track of it, all being well. Okay, so what else do we want to mention here? Okay, it's cloudy and gray right now, but earlier this morning we actually did have a sunrise. And I was noting that the sun is now closer to the bridge towers than it is to Merv's Flag. If you remember back in December, I think it was coming up right at Merv's Flag. Well, now it's moving over. Yeah, days are getting longer. All right. I did, you know that mirror, I was talking about the mirror? I did check the other one, and the other one is not chipped on the edge. So we're going to use that one for behind our submarine. And South Dakota Kevin reminded me that I could use blue tack to hang it on the wall. Yeah, I didn't want to use that double-sided tape stuff because it sticks so hard, and once it dries a little bit, sometimes when you try to remove it, it actually pulls the paper off of the what we call drywall, gyp rock, sheet rock, whatever. Yeah, it'll pull the paper right off sometimes. So I didn't want to use that. And it's not the sort of thing you can put a pin through it. I think what I will do though is I'm going to take one of Eric's sponges here. Thank you, Eric. And this is probably going to be the first time I used it. And let's see, what grit have we got here? 280 grit. Well, that should be fairly coarse enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully, without cutting myself maybe, I'm going to sand all around the edge. Oh, not over my deck. But just to take the sharp edges off. But I'll do that off camera because I want to do it carefully. In fact, I have actually taken glass and on a rotating grinder, or not grinder, but a rotating sander, like a sanding disc. And if you as long as you don't like, I experimented a little bit. If you leave the same spot on the wheel at for any length of time, the glass will get hot and then it will crack. But if you keep moving it quickly, it actually works. You can sand it and sort of round it over. Now, anyway, enough about that. We want to get our holes drilled today. Also, I was noting that I don't really have room on my paint rack up there for all this extra paint. I'm gonna I'll have to rearrange the top shelf, I guess. Okay, so we talked about the box, we talked about the sunrise. Oh, the temperature, minus 6.4 Celsius. Was it supposed to be warmer today? That's minus 6.4 is not warmer. Now, mind you, the day is still fairly young, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's try not to do a whole bunch of talking. I'm going to try and clean everything up here, and we'll get our holes drilled. And then we can move on to the rest of step number 1 here, which I was looking at. It wants us to remove these pieces on the end. Well, we'll talk about that I don't want to make a mistake and be nipping something out of there that, excuse me, old man voice going on here. Yeah, nipping out something that later I'm going to think, gee, I shouldn't have removed that. So it's, because trumpeter's manual is not always 100% clear. Ah, here, very important, very important. We got to get ready for you know who here. There we go. Yeah, Missy the dog. Yeah, that little dog is known by people all over the world now. I think Nigel's little dog too. What's his name? Spot? Not Spot. No. Sorry, Nigel, I forgot the name of your dogs. The name of your dog. Well, don't tell the dog. Yeah, I remember the other dog. I think it was called Sandy. But anyway, enough about dogs. Let's get going here. Oh yes, now I remember. One of the reasons we're not getting the early start that we could have gotten is because I was busy on the computer designing a USS Enterprise CV6 mug, and it's going to look, well, you know what? I can show you the graphic that I'm putting on the side of the cup, and it'll be a lot like this cup right here. I think it's even going to be red. And it's just going to have the basic graphic on it that you're seeing on the screen right now. Nothing fancy, just an Enterprise mug. And I'm going to have to readjust that shelf as well because, yeah, and there's still one mug that isn't up there. It's the one that says 8K on it. Don't use that mug very much anymore. I'm not doing 8K video. I'm having a real problem with, maybe this is something we should talk about that's kind of important. I'm having a problem with YouTube rendering my uploads that are done in 8K into 8K so that when somebody watches it, they can actually watch it in 8K. Sometimes it will, and sometimes it won't. And I'll do everything exactly the same settings, you know, and sometimes it works well. The last 8K video that I put up was of the manual for the Enterprise. It's still in 4K, even after about 3 weeks. And some of you may have noticed in the description, at the bottom of the description, it says Enterprise Manual. Well, if you click on that, it'll show you how you can actually download individual pages if you want to be bothered. If somebody is kind of curious, you know. Yeah, so that's what that's all about. So, all right, now what we were going to do here? We were going to drill holes, weren't we? Actually, you know what? I should get this mirror up. Yeah, let's get this mirror up. Okay, so the idea here is to not get fingerprints on it, because if I do, I'm not going to be able to wipe them off easily once it's mounted on the wall, so hence the white gloves. I can't remember what these gloves came with, but okay, let's make sure I get myself braced here so I don't fall in. Oh, careful, don't break off any masts or anything like that. And I don't want to press too hard and break the glass. Okay. Now, can we actually see anything? Oh yeah. From an angle like this, you can actually see it. I'll see it. I'll move you. I don't know. Can you see it from this side? Yeah, a little bit. I'll just bring the camera around and show you here. Yeah, it kind of works, doesn't it? Okay, that's that. Okay, just at this very moment, just as I was going to start drilling here, Missy the dog went for her constitutional. I can see her out the window right now. So, should be a couple holes drilled here. Okay, I think that's it for the smaller holes. So we're going to do a bit change now, if I can pick it up. Okay, I'm going to have to recompose. Got to watch for Missy the dog to come back anyway. Come on, Missy. Come on, Missy. Oh my goodness, you are unleashed. You are unleashed, you lucky dog. Yes. All right, come on in. Come on in. Hi, Max.
Hi, Ron.
So you trusted her off her leash?
Yes, there are no dogs around, the cars.
All right. There we go. Got this tail here.
So we got us breakfast at Tim Hortons today. It'd be a nice Sunday morning thing, but I wouldn't want to try and eat one of those bacon and eggers before I go and work out at the gym. Oh boy. That'd be painful.
Well, my problem with eating a bacon and egger is I would want two of them.
Rainy is so nice. I mean, Missy was asleep, but she still laid a piece of bacon aside for Missy.
Oh.
She's the most merciful woman I've ever met. And blessed are the merciful, they shall obtain mercy. Well, that's good. I probably require a lot of mercy.
I think we all do.
She's a really good person. Me, not so much. Oh, you got the submarine lit up today.
Yeah, I turned it on as I went over to the window to look for Missy.
Oh, that's so pretty. Is the mirror's not up yet? Is
Yeah,
it?
I put the mirror up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can actually sort of see in behind now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think Trumpeter made a real mistake though when they had the clear sight on the far side, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was. I think that we probably could have found enough detail to look at. Yeah, you know, if they had it done it the other way around.
It's a beautiful looking boat, and they did a gorgeous job on it.
Oh, thank you.
And it's a more spectacular display. You gonna say goodbye to Uncle Ron?
Okay,
Uncle
bye.
Ron?
Bye, Missy. Bye, Missy. Thanks for coming.
You're the best, Uncle Ron. Thanks, Ron. I'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
Well, they might need to be checked, you know?
Okay.
She says the front two are looking flattish.
Flattish?
Flattish.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay. Yeah, that's a problem when you got an air tank. People want you to fill your tires for them. Oh, well, I guess it's the neighborly thing to do. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, I guess I better go and top off my air tank and get out there and check Lorraine's tires. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. Okay, these ones in the back here we just did, and now we got to do these ones here, which are going to be a little larger. Now I was noticing that this bit actually looks a little bit dull, so I know I had one bit that was quite dull in that package of bits that I got for nothing. Okay, I guess we're going to have to tighten that, aren't we? Okay, let's try that again. I think we were actually through. Okay, you get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of these now. I think there's about another half a dozen of them. I think I'm supposed to do this one up here as well. Okay, our deck is flipped over now and we're looking at it top side. Some of these didn't come through clean, if you know what I mean. Alright, now let's just give this a try here. I might have to use Tony's tweezers to get hold of it. Why am I fighting with this thing? Why don't I just get the tweezers out already? I guess because I'm stubborn. Okay, that fits nicely. Now this is the one here that wouldn't fit, if you remember. Okay, I'm just going to take this and grab it with the tweezers. Yeah, that's going to be alright. Yeah, that's going to be alright. Okay. Now, we're not going to glue those in place until they're all painted and the deck is painted, but so, yeah, that worked out. Okay, now if I hold the Tamiya nipper here flat against the edge here, I should have very little filing or sanding to do later. At least that's the plan. Yeah, I love those nippers. This is what, the 6th model now? I think they're almost as sharp as they were when I first got them. Mind you, I've never cut any metal. Except maybe photo etch. That doesn't really count. So when I was filing that spot down and making it nice and neat, I heard a viewer say, "I'll bet you can't do that again." And I didn't respond. And then he says, "I dare you." I didn't respond. And he says, "I double dare you." Well, don't double dare me. Maybe I could just get one more grab at it. Would that be any better? It's almost too wide for the nipper. That's all right. Where's Chris's file here? Good old Chris's file. You know, I'm probably going to have to do this off camera, but you get the idea. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, here's that same spot right here. I can sort of feel it, and I can sort of see it, but I think we got it pretty good. Let's move on. Now, a few moments ago, I was cleaning out Chris's file, and I was noticing that there's, still plastic stuck in the little grooves there. I couldn't brush it out, even with a toothbrush. And I thought, I wonder how I could do that. Maybe one of those really fine brushes that you can stick in your Dremel tool. Maybe that would work. And then I remembered something that I think it was Jeff Donahue was one of the first ones that told me about it, that to me a airbrush cleaner will act as a glue, like extra thin. And yeah, I don't think it's quite as strong as extra thin, but it will dissolve the plastic. So I'm thinking, why not just dip this file into the airbrush cleaner and leave it sit for a couple hours? Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll check it out later and see if that actually worked. It should. It should. After all, this is just sprue plastic. Okay, you know how I like to do experiments. Here we go. It's almost pizza time, so we'll see. It's not quite. It's like if I treat this like a dipstick, how far up is it going here? Oh, pretty much the whole thing. If I go at a bit of an angle, maybe if I could tilt it like this. Be just my luck though, I'll dump it over. I think it's dissolved it already. Is that possible? Let's leave it for a little while here. Maybe I'll put a piece of cling wrap around the mouth of it here so it doesn't evaporate out, if you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. Oh my, look at the time. 1 minute to pizza time. Yeah. Okay, I guess you can see by the clock quite a bit of time has passed here. Stuff has happened. One of the things that happened was I got a phone call. I'm going to be getting a coffee visitor very shortly. So we're going to have to wait until tomorrow till we look into this. I'm planning on paging ahead just to find out, is this piece actually supposed to look like it's had these two pieces removed? Yeah. Because to me, that should be there, but maybe not. Maybe something else is going to go in its place. Also, we're going to have to check out Chris's file tomorrow. We don't really have time right now to put on the macro lens and move right in and have a nice close look. So we will do that tomorrow. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.